Welcome back, YouTubers. This is Congrexes Prime coming at you with the best build for new characters to survive Nightmare Zone and above difficulty. This particular video I'm making right now is inspired by a comment that was left by a subscriber a few weeks ago on one of my other videos. And at the time, I didn't have the answer that she wanted. So her name is Dark Lady T. She left me this comment. Look at that. It's almost a month ago. And I've been pondering the question that she asked me in particular about builds. Like, what is a good build in State of Decay? And that's not an easy answer. But with this new upcoming update that we're getting, I think that I have a build that's going to give us the best survivability that we can have in State of Decay 2. I want to start by giving you guys a brief overview of this character. As you guys can see, we have Marathon, Discipline, Endurance, and I'm going to talk about Hygiene. Gunslinging, I'm not going to talk about in this particular video because this is not about shooting ability. This is more about survivability than anything else. You guys can also see that I have traits highlighted, and you see just keeps going, and I believe she's never been sick. Those are her like positive traits that I was able to reach to get to this character. Now these particular traits are random, so there's no way for you to really grind for that. So we're going to talk about skills you can grind for, which are Marathon, Discipline, Endurance, and Hygiene. I don't think there's been a video that I've ever shown you guys that I've not talked about Marathon, but I think it's important to highlight Marathon because Marathon is one of those skills that I think it's underused or not used correctly in State of Decay 2. It's important for you to not be encumbered. What does that mean? Well, that means that there's a little bar on top of your character's weight, which you can look at whenever you look at your inventory in the game. And if that bar is yellow, then Marathon is null and void. So you have to keep your character as light as possible. Now, in the beginning, that's a little harder to do. As you get better skills, better traits, and other things, it's a lot easier for you to be able to do that. And also, if you get like hero classes that can help with encumbrance, then it's a mixed blessing. You know, you can actually carry more, and that's the case in this character. She has, I think her hero bonus is something about vest or something like that. I can't remember exactly what her hero bonus is, but it gives you plus 10 to minimum carry, so it helps you stay under lighter conditions. So what goes really well with Marathon, in my opinion, that's going to be Discipline, because Discipline gives you that light capacity up by 30. So again, now you can carry more equipment and also be able to stay under that light condition, which gives you a synergy with Marathon. The second thing most people don't talk about Discipline is going to be that durability loss per hit and melee, and also the +5 gain on melee per kill in Nightmare Zone. That's important because your weapons degrade a lot quicker than they do in any other zone. And I would imagine that with this new increase in difficulty that's also going to be upped. So this is why I believe this particular skill is important. Next is Endurance. The most important part of Endurance is that severity to injury. The injury severity in Nightmare Zone is increased significantly, where even normal zombie hits will cause injuries. So negating that is pretty important. Last but not least, it's going to be Hygiene. Hygiene is a 5th skill, so it's actually one of those classes that you have to pick. Normally characters that don't have a class, you can train them to be whatever, mechanic, medicine, whatever. This is a book that you buy from a vendor, a specialty vendor, and the class is called Hygiene. And as you guys can see, it gives you plus 100 to infection rate and plus 20 to health. Now the plus 100 to infection actually it's a percentage of how much infection your character can contract with that particular skill alone. Now if you have a pathologist on your base and you also have the buff running as well in your base from your medical facility, you can really decrease the amount of plague infection rate that you get per hit per plague zombie. So in this particular fight, you're gonna see that I'm gonna start taking hits. Some of it's intentional, some of it is not, and I just wanted to show you guys how durable this character is. Also, you're gonna notice that whenever I get hit by the plague zombie, I take very little plague damage whatsoever. So why is that important? Why am I stressing pathology for this particular character build? I like to call them. I like to call these characters like not the Captain Americas, because the Captain Americas, in my opinion, are the Red Talons. They're the cream of the crop. But this character build, I would like to call them like the Winter Soldier build. You know, it's kind of like the closest thing you're gonna get to a Red Talon without being a Red Talon in State of Decay 2. So these characters are very durable, and a good weapon selection, or a weapon that you should carry with this particular build, in my opinion, for melee, will be a bat. And you're gonna say, why carry a bat, Prime? I'm not a blunt specialist. Well, the bat gives you that nil chance that every time you swing it, you can have a knockdown. See, it just happened there. I knocked her down. So it's pretty nice to have that ability where you swing the bat, and then there's a off chance that that particular zombie falls, or you know, in that case, because of the skill set that I have, I can also do that move right there, the shoulder shrug. So it's kind of like you have a freebie basically on a knockdown for particular zombies, and then you try to execute them as quickly as possible. So that's how I recommend you fight with this character. The last thing I want to cover on this video, the last tactic, it's going to be my stamina usage. If you guys can see, my stamina gets really low. I do have soda ready to go, but if you guys notice, all I'm doing is running. Because I'm under light conditions, I can actually use Marathon to its fullest, gain distance on my opponent, regain my stamina, and I can go back into the fray that quickly. I don't have to depend on stims, or don't have to depend on snacks to sustain a fight. So that's what makes this build strong. The combination of all three of these skills, the durability, the sustainability, and actually being able to sustain immense amount of damage and punishment and dish it out. I hope you have enjoyed this type of content. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have a question that I wasn't able to answer in this particular video. I take the comments seriously, guys, and anything that you guys put down, I try to answer. And if I can't answer right away, I'll do my homework and figure out a way to answer it, either on video format or as a comment itself. So please leave a comment below. Don't forget to share, and don't forget to like this video. And if you haven't already, if I haven't won you over as a subscriber, hopefully this video is the video that that I win your subscription. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day or night. Like, love, and peace. Congrexes checking out.